down, it's like I'm home. I just knew that I was where I was meant to be.
Everything you were sharing really resonated and touched my heart and soul, and I felt at home.
But I knew you, Shri. I knew your care, and I've trusted you always.
Here, we come together as global Minga. We decide. You know, this is very much a we. You know, for Shri and I, we know what drew us to self-ascension. It was Archangel Zadkiel. It was Sacred Union, The Journey Home. You've read the book, hopefully.
Next day I walked into the bookstore and the book flew off the shelf. I was like, what? I picked it back up and I put it back and it went, whoop. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to get this. And that's
a sense of hope and self-empowerment. And it just has grown since then.
And Zadkiel, when I asked Zadkiel about what Kira Ra, the frequency that she was holding open, he said to me, Sri Ramka, there are only 4 people on this planet at this time that can hold open this gateway, and they are in peril. That was 15, 17 years ago. Today, this is the only one that remains, Master Lady Kira Ra.
I just so appreciated all of the support, and I really feel the love and the lift.
This is true, and over the years, everything you've been saying, you've been consistent and not changing. It's always been consistent.
And just the first time I listened, it was just music to my soul.
But you have done so much for so many, and I'm just eternally grateful for what you've done. And like I said, keep giving good advice. Please keep carrying us, because
Namaste, beloved ones. And thank you for your kind attention and being here right now. I am wisdom teacher Sri Ramka, and it's my delight to welcome you to Shri and Kira Live. And we have with us today some wonderful guests. We have Scott Katamas from the Global Peace Tribe offering blessings and connection here, and Omashar, our mystical musician, who is greeting us with love and melodies. And beloved brothers, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
as we prepare to kind of drop in for what's going to be an extraordinary morning, there's a lot of energy that's about to come through Shri and through Kira. I was reminded this morning of my favorite quote from my mentor, Marshall Rosenberg. He said that the greatest joy in life is contributing to the well-being of others. But in order to do that, we need to have a full tank. We need to be full. And so as we move into this extraordinary renaissance of human history, as we listen to the wisdom of Shri and Kira, the music from Omashar, let's remember that self-love is not selfish. Self-love is what gives us the capacity to fill ourselves, and then we will want to overflow and give to others. So with that as an opening thought, let's close our eyes and I invite us all to drop into a very light and short meditation, really a preparation to receive the blessings and the wisdom that's about to come to you through Shri and Kira. So starting with our breath, and on every breath, deeply consciously inhale And imagine you're inhaling golden light of love from the highest source. And on every exhale, we release that which no longer serves us. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace, but doing it with consciousness. Inhale, I am love, and I am loved. And exhale, I release anything that no longer serves me. Inhale, I am love, and I am loved. Exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves me. And continue this beautiful cycle, preparing your body, preparing your hearts to open, your consciousness to be clearing and purifying, as we prepare to receive and to give, to receive and then to give, to receive and then to give. Namaste. I turn it over to Omashar.
Sometimes it feels so hard to move along, saying goodbye to yesterday. Take heart, my friends, there is a new song bringing us back to our homelands. When something troubles you, just call out my name. I am the one who loves you. Be still within. Hear what I say. Give me the chance to be with you. We are one heart, one mind, one soul, working together to heal. And there are no walls between us now. It's a celebration of union. So when you're feeling down and on your own, take a look around. I am in everything. Give me your burden, walk into my arms. I will lift you up, I will hold you. We are one heart, one mind, one soul, working together to heal. And there are no walls between us now. It's a celebration of union. The ones who hear the new voice calling us home to freedom. Fear not, my friends, this is a new place full of new joys and happiness. Yes, we are one heart, one mind, one soul, working together to heal. And there are no walls between us now. It's a celebration of union.
Thank you so much. Let's breathe in the blessing of that. Om Shar with gratitude. And Master Lady Kira Ra has been in complete divine communion this morning, and she has come here to share.
Beloved ones, from the temple of the cosmic Isis and the halls of the all that has ever been, this is the moment of the restoration, the reunion, and the re-knowing. To re-know is to renew, to be, and to uplift with that which is calling to thee, unlike in a way it has called before. Together we are here in this moment of the amplification of the heart, of the heart, of the heart, of the heart. To feel the amplitude of the presence as the cosmic universe comes closer, 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 and is with you now as the heart of all that has ever been. See the heart arising in thee all. See the heart igniting, illuminating, and moving forward into the crossbeam of that which will call forward perfect balance. Notice that the wobble is still wobbling and calling and reforming, and the alchemies themselves are inviting you to be. Through all space and time, that which thy has been, you are here now by no accident. This moment is that which your heart has known deep within, and your mind seeks to have an answer. To free the mind, to be here in this moment, is to know that which is. Notice the beat of thy heart now, consciously bringing the hands to the heart. Call forward the breath. Notice the ignition, and notice the gift when the heartbeat ignites with greater ignition, when the heartbeat ignites with greater ignition. I am, that I am, that I am, that I am, Elohim. I am, that I am, that I am, Elohim. Notice your heart. Allow your heart to simply notice you. Your heart is as robust as your presence is anchored. As you anchor the gift of thyself in the presence of all that has ever been, this ignition is the sea of conscious awakened presence in this form now. To reshape and reform a body as this vessel has been demonstrating to you is a very simple thing to do. To start the life in the second phase of the illuminated presence of the body ignites the 60 to the 120, the 12 plus the infinite presence, the ever restoring physical form, the cellular reconstruction that is yours to command, the alchemical presence of all that has ever been, is the true peace within. To let go of that which seeks to captivate through the illusion of density, and to say yes to the law of instantaneous manifestation through the ignition of the divine presence of your sovereignty. You are ever, 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 ever present. The limitlessness of your divine nature goes through all of the potentialities as the infinite harp of all that has ever been. The flow of that which is before this potentiality in this moment is the gift of the celebration. I am, that I am, that I am, that I am Elohim. I am that you are, as I am, as we are, as it is, as the now is present. Notice your energy field. Relax, breathe, receive the inner smile of the celebration that this moment is indeed here, that your presence is the gift. The sea of neutrality has arisen on this experiential form of a planetary experience because of you, because of your spiritual tenacity. And yet the greatest storm challenge is ahead. Imminently, to see the oneness, reclaim mastery, to navigate the storm that is imminently upon this celebratory experience of density, will invite thee to sincerely and with great, great love, discover the depth of thy own connection through the blessing of your own ascended presence being now. Breathing this in, relaxing, deeper, deeper, deeper. Notice the heart expanding, expanding, expanding. This moment, this experience that will be completed in the transition between what you call 1 year into the next, will bring into this potentiality the greatest storm of all. It will be the one within, where all that is the final attachment will seek for you to see the kaleidoscope to be. To put all the pieces together outside of ulterior motive, to put all the pieces together outside of the need of ego gratification of a one, to relax into the ascended presence of the benevolent king queenship that you are as I am, and serve through the gift of presence, through the gift of each step, leaving the gift of illumination for another who is ready to discover, without any need to do anything other than to be that which you are as I am. To remember that your heart is the greatest blessing. And as it is allied in density and feels great emotional swings and has great egoic attachments and habitual patterns and paradigms, smile and ignite the wings of that blessing. Lift that blessing into the throat as the truth ignites. Free your throat to be truth. Allow your truth to radiate with the kind, gentle presence of the illumination that cannot ever be challenged from anything external, because the heart has lifted the truth into the ascended presence of your divine ignition, thereby anchoring the divine galactic blueprint of your ascended chakra presence into the full instantaneous blessing of ascended presence in form now. There is so much more, and we are just beginning. It is time again to say more, to say beyond that which has been said before, for consciousness has said yes, which is why we, all, one, let go of all names, masters, angels, all, whatever form, for they are each golden and divine, and bring all to where they can find again the one. To be in that experience of the expanded consciousness, anchoring the sea of neutrality, is the blessing thy has bestowed upon thyself through the beauty of discernment, tenacity, and integrity. I am that I am that I am, Elohim. I am as you are, and so it is. Well,
the beloved.
Everyone, this is the surprise. This is the blessing. So as Shri was just sharing with you, that beautiful eucalyptus tree has been inaccessible. It is the mother, the grandmother, the rebirther. And for many, many months, we have felt the call, come on, because you're not going to believe what happened. Not only have we created access, but look at the orchids these are new orchids getting ready to bloom. These are already in bloom. And I love that this was where it happened, plus this tree. So where we're at right now, as you all know, this is our thousands-year-old moat that was the inspiration for Global Minga. But this tree you see right here is not native of this country and should not be here. So this tree is very, very sacred. And when we brought biologists here, they're still trying to figure out how it got here. And here's the other part of what's so extraordinary. I did not realize this tree was here when the request was made to please let me listen to what she has to say. And so today, from our beautiful grandmother eucalyptus, we are bringing you to the infinite presence. And this is the lineage holder for this sacred DNA. And maybe, Shri, you can sweep a little bit of our old growth forest here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go up. Okay, guys, is this crazy? Woo! So you can see that our beautiful, beautiful team, our grounds crew team, did all this for us yesterday because they have been so excited about this. And here is Shri's first moment. And beloveds, I want to look at, you know, Shri is really tall, right? Shri's 6'1". And look. Do you see it? I'm going to try and look at her. She is the infinite presence itself.
What a solid, empowered energy. It's just, oh, I am here, radiating the purity and the trust of my empowered existence, connecting earth and heavens. I am the bridge. I am light.
Say something.
Hello, everyone. We're waiting for our video to get turned back on.
Host, we're trying to start our video and it says it can't.
Okay, we got it now. Thank you so much.
Hi, I really need you to talk, Shri.
And beloved ones, thank you so much for being present to this wonderful sharing, this wonderful transmission that we are also sharing with you, the beauty of TOSA Blue Mountain. Yesterday here at the pyramid right behind us, we had a fabulous gathering and sharing. And in that pyramid, we also had a wonderful ensoulment by Master Lady Kira Ra. And that ensoulment brought forward this profound energy, this profound wisdom transmission of the I am, that I am, that I am Elohim. This is not a transmission of the mind. This is an energy of the soul. And it's time for all of us to breathe in and allow that to nourish the awakening that is blooming inside of every human heart. We are that. We are the divine here in form, in human form. And we invite you to breathe, relax, and trust the emerging consciousness that is before us all.
And I want to come forward first and foremost and say thank you to Scott and Omashar and Jess for everything that you've done. I think they're probably already gone, but just want you to know how much we love you and appreciate it. And essentially, and we're going to get to everything we've talked about. We're going to be sharing with you some things that we have not shared before today. And the reason being is what's been happening. There has been a rapid up level since that November 1 opening. Remember, we have those 3 upcoming dates that are so important: November 1, January 1, and June 1, right? Those are those 3 upcoming dates that are extraordinarily important for humanity. And we are in this up-level process. And since that November energy, which was choice, since that has transited into the December awareness, what we are now gazing at is the awareness of the choice already having entered the storm. So ever since December has come in, if you have really anchored that choice, as we sure have, if you have anchored the choice of miracles, if you have anchored the choice of this is the moment. We're all here at this potentiality to do something. This is the if not now, when moment. So we're at when. We're doing it.
It's
right?
now.
We're just going to do it, period. And so the key is that with that much focused awareness, right? I mean, really focused awareness, steadfast commitment, and complete trust, miracles happen. And since December 1, we have been in a rapid escalation of miracles here. So much so that these ensoulments, really we feel are part of the miracles. And what I almost want to stand like this. There we go. I want you to see the pyramid coming out of my head like that. Because yesterday, I did not remember anything that happened yesterday, other than I knew that we were called to do a culminating ensoulment as part of the gathering. And our beautiful Angela up in Canada already transcribed it. This morning, I sat down with it, really offered the transcription, the nuances of the sacred sequencing of languaging, which you need to learn and is in our new books. And after that, have been very much in a state of up-leveled connection myself. Now, the reason I'm sharing that with you, because it means you are too. Remember that this is an antenna, literally, and that the cosmic energy that has been coming in, everything that's been happening around the planet, is because we are ready to enter into peace. We are honestly ready to say yes. Peace is not only possible. I always share that TOSA Blue Mountain is a peace arc. You want to come see what the new world looks like? Come hang out here for a while. You want to be here New Year's Eve? We still have a few rooms left. Get here New Year's Eve live, but you better book soon because we're almost out. And really, or make sure you're in the live stream then, make sure that you are giving yourself the gift of noticing the miracles. So yesterday, right before we had actually already started the broadcast, and Jess was on, and Kyla and Jamie, and everybody was on, and I was walking. I think you can see right down here, the labyrinth, right? There's the spiral labyrinth right there. And so I was there, I was walking there, the spiral labyrinth. And what is just out of view for you is right over there, there's an exit to what we call Merlin's Grotto. And because I knew that Shri was going to need me and I could feel all of you, I felt, okay, I need to go right back. And I was going through the labyrinth counting, because it was like the sacred sequencing was talking to me through numbers. And I was counting and counting, and I just kept hearing, you must go to the grotto. And I denied it the first time. I was like, no, I don't want to go. And then I started going back to the pyramid. And I literally heard again, no, you must go. So I went, and I immediately saw why I had been called there, yet another miracle. And I sat there for a moment thinking, wow, there's no time for anybody to take a photo of this. This miracle must just be for me today. When I turned around and my beloved had come out from the pyramid, had his phone, bring your hands to your heart, and it's 30 seconds. See if you can notice the miracle, because this is Gaia herself. And this is what's important to know. The land is talking. Everything's talking. Our world is talking. And I hope you enjoy it.
All right, here we go.
That was not there 2 days ago. You see it? And you see above it? So take in a breath and throw in the chat. If you're over at YouTube, put your questions in there. Remember, Jess is going to get them to us shortly. But that happened right before we got on with you. And it was such a blessing, because it's a natural blessing when whatever caused that creation to be, it was carrying the consciousness. And Merlin's Grotto, if I turn, so you see where the pyramid is and where the labyrinth is,
It's literally right here. If you follow the flags, all these flags are from Bhutan, by the way. The flag at the very end, right? If you were standing there and you look there, it's right there. And it's actually got a beautiful meditation space and a bench and everything when you're here to really go deep with it. So today, as we're heading into 2023, as we're looking at the December moment, Shri, can we show them the December calendar?
Absolutely.
I don't know exactly everything that happened in the ensoulment, but what I know and I'm trusting is that somebody is going to for sure and transcribe it again, and we will get that one out to you as well. So please be on our newsletter list, because everybody who got the newsletter this morning got yesterday's ensoulment, and it's important to read it again. All right. Shri, you want to talk first about December?
Oh, we are in an exciting time.
Yeah, we are.
We're ramping into that full moon coming right up here this Wednesday. And like so many months, the center of each week is bringing us into that kind of fulcrum, that power place. You know, so often people tend to get swayed. If you use the teeter-totter analogy, that when we're way out on the periphery, it feels like everything is moving faster. But when we're in the center, we're actually in the place of power.
Exactly.
And that place of power is you could take a look through the numbers and look at the artwork here and feel the energy that is being transmitted to you in this quote unquote calendar. This is actually a transmission of energy and an opportunity to map the energy and understand the flows that are upon us.
So one thing that I want you to really look at right now is that it's all about surrender. And remember that when it comes to surrender, the first gift is to surrender what surrender looks like, right? You know, the word itself, the meanings that can come into words, always try to interrupt. Surrender is really nothing more than the relaxing of the ego into the acceptance of mastery presence. And the fourth of the harmonic flows is anchoring this month. And what's also powerful is this month has a Mercury retrograde pre-phase starting on us. We have Mercury retrograde actually happening right before the new year. And as Shri mentioned, I want you to look at December 7, because December 7 is not only a full moon, it's a full moon conscious arrival in the energy of the awareness of the choice. And you see that the coding there tells us that's a peak up level. And that's the final, right? Remember this entire year, every single month has been like a bell, right? And every up level, most of the other years we've had 2 or 3, you know, and we had like minor up levels and big up levels. Well, this year was boom. And you're just adjusting to that, boom. And you're just adjusting to that, and boom. And you're just adjusting to that. So it's been 12 months of that. And this is the culminating moment ahora, right now, right now. And so in this moment, what are you manifesting? What is in front of you? Look at what the universe has put in front of you. Look at all the elements. Look at everything that's coming in around you, and then decide, what do you want to do with that? Because your choice has already been made, but have you honestly accepted it? Or have you been denying the choice? Or have you been pushing it away? Is it still haunting you? What is the choice? Because it's that moment. Now, I want you to take in a breath, and we're going to receive some of your questions and feedback, because Shri and I have quite a bit more to share. And I just want to give you a taste of that by sharing with you that what I did not put in the published predictions for 2023 is about the effect of the sands on 2023. And we're going to talk about that after we get some of your questions in right now.
Well, first, we just have some love sharings.
Oh, and, thank you, because I'm still trying to get my breath back, guys. I'm going to use more of our list.
I want to lend my voice to these sharings that these beautiful participants in response
Yummy. Here's some for you.
Your ensoulment, my love. So Helen writes, "Namaste, cosmic family." So true. So grateful to be here together. And Gary continues, "Yes, they have been right on the money about so much before it happens. It's amazing, and I am very grateful for your guidance and always feel the truth in it all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart."
We love you so much. Thank you.
And Angela writes, "Namaste, beloveds. It is an honor to be. It's our now." And Bhatia shares, "Chills ringing in my ears. So powerful."
Yes, you are.
And Sarah shares, "And I feel complete. kindness and love here. Much love and all my blessings. I am as you are. Thank you all. I love you. So you just breathe and enjoy. And Catherine continues, wow, that was truth lighting my heart.
Thank you.
And Esha says, thank you for this. And Angela continues, goose pimples and ears ringing, so amazing and proud. Wow. And Jerry shares, incredible. And we'll close here with Solik, just communicating, majestically beautiful.
Yes, you are. And we are so grateful. And to just really relax into that. Yeah.
It's so important, beloveds, to recognize that each of us is processing at so many levels. That's one of the magical things of being the Who man.
I want you to see people are walking the labyrinth here. Oh, maybe you can't. But if you, it's a whole family. It's beautiful. All right, go ahead.
And so it's important to remember that our consciousness is, and our awareness is sometimes focused. And so in that, we have choice. Mm-hmm. We always have choice. And it's a beautiful thing to recognize that the experiences that flow through us, to us, and through us can include everything from the mental to the emotional to the physical to the spiritual infinite. Yes. And as we are witnessing these experiences without overlaying the need to control, without overlaying judgment, we have then walked in to the state of being that allows us to command. Mm-hmm. And to be in that state is truly, truly the gift of conscious co-creation.
Yeah, really breathe in conscious co-creation, because I'm going to read something to you kind of as a primer for the rest that we're going to share with you. But I really, or actually, Sri, could you read it for me? That would be even better. It would be so much better if he would read it for me. And so here we are. This is from the 2023 predictions. And if you're on our e-card list, which we pray you are, there was the link in there directly to this. It is at our website, triandkara.com. So you can read the whole thing there. But I want to talk about this specifically because it leads into the sands and where we're moving on that creation experience.
Where would you like me to get?
Right here, sweetheart, with 2023 as a moment.
There we go.
Right there.
Okay, let's take a breath together. Each sharing that comes forward is delivered from a depth, from an embrace beyond the physical. 2023 is a moment of rising tech consciousness as the gateway for anchoring spiritual arrogance. As the technological advances of spiritual activation come forward, many will be carrying frequencies of addiction to further limit your natural capacities to expand beyond limitation. Spiritual arrogance is fueled by anything that offers a quick glimpse into the cities as verification of expanded states of consciousness. If there is a warning for the storm of 2023, it is to remember that all technological devices can only ever mimic the creator consciousness of your divine mastery presence. Here, in this moment of potentiality, what is referred to as ancient wisdom and practices that have held these gateways for all to access are at the moment of interface that is the precipice of consciousness itself. The dive into the unknown that carries the trust of self fully outside of the victim experience, or the acceptance of the shortcut through technology that in and of itself is unable to comprehend what it has yet to experience. Spiritual arrogance is an addiction to the experience of feeling special and elitist. It is sly and it is prevalent in 2023. The storm that is calling the all into the gift of now reminds us that energy creates form and form follows energy.
So breathing that in and receiving that, I want to share that 2023 is going to be the year where in this tech explosion, and that's the only word I can use for it. And I want to give you a real world example. This morning, I had something come across my inbox, which I rarely look before I go on the air, but someone had sent to me, and I found it very poignantly timed, that Neuralink, the company owned by Elon Musk, is very excited about the fact that they have just implanted in brains the devices that will directly link you with a computer. And they were so proud of themselves to show a monkey playing a game on the computer and all the animals that they have used to determine this. I'm not going to offer you anything that would sound like judgment other than this is a slippery slope for consciousness, because the interface of that which is made from a density experience, everything that you're dealing with is made of density experiences, right? All of these coagulations of energies. And so all of this, we just got a huge wind when I shared that, popped over our flowers. And so all of this, because of that, as Shri was just reading to you, the technology itself cannot possibly take you anywhere farther than you are capable of going on your own. It is using you. You are not using it. I want you to take a breath. We're going to stop on that for a minute. The technology at that moment is using you. It literally has been programmed through all of the constructs of this world of form and this potentiality to be able to basically know how to become a virus, a worm, a little hack that says, what's the key to this conscious experience that you're having? There are many reasons Shri and I live where we live. And one of them is that we have zero air traffic here. None, zero. Maybe an occasional helicopter once a month. But literally, there are no chemtrails. There are no airplanes. There's not even 5G here yet. I'm sure at some point. But the key is that we are able to maintain our direct conscious connection without the utilization of any technology. And I want you to hear that, because the sands of the experience of 2023 are the sands, all the metaphors of sand that you ever wanted to apply, you can apply. Sand shifts with the wind. Sand can be one shape and a second later it can be another. You disappear in the sand very quickly. Your tracks can be gone very quickly, or they can be deeply embedded for a while based on how intense the light is. The sands are fluid, and in this world, it will be the areas of the sands that will determine the outcome of this experience of potentiality in the coming year. And that is meant to be exciting, because in the ability to create through the sands, it is the sands of time that with each little teeny tiny speck shows us the massive potentialities that we have before us now. So I want you to really breathe that in. And Shri and I are really open to receiving your questions. But this all goes back to consciousness and the sea of neutrality and the ability to sustain the multidimensional presence gateway that holds the ascended presence in the body of form. How this body of form exists with its soul experience is simply for you to model. It's the only reason I am as you are, right? And that's the gift of presence. For each of us that says yes to that presence, we help others to do the same, right? That there's more than enough for everyone. World hunger is an illusion. Poverty is an illusion because of those that seek to take. But when we relax in this fourth harmonic, when we surrender into the blessing of I am as you are, abundance is the flow. And the sands become the castle. And the castle becomes light. So it's a beautiful moment.
Indeed, indeed. Let's take a little breath right now. So much has been shared, so much has been transmitted. I want to bring us back to a fundamental teaching to help the mind cooperate with the soul. You know, Kira and I just released 2 new books, and they're out on Kindle, and a print version will be following shortly.
And ahorita español disponible. Right now, you can get them in Spanish as well.
Yep. So there's actually 4 books, 2 in English, 2 in Spanish.
So please.
And when we talk about
like
the sea
today,
of neutrality and allowing this technology to become embedded, which is a form of giving your power away, I'm reminded of the book that we just put out on the 4 knowns and the expanded recognition of perennial truth.
Yeah.
The mind is your servant.
Yeah.
And the mind can be the greatest inhibitor for your expansion.
You know, I'm trying to bring in, Jamie's out there with another camera, and I don't know, Jess, do you know how to make both of us visible at the same time? Because he's just doing a beautiful tour of TOSA. There we are. All right. Beautiful. All right. So Jamie's actually, well, now it got, maybe putting him on didn't help us. Oh, well, maybe we don't have the bandwidth, but we'll see. All right. So, okay.
So you're getting some glimpses of the beautiful grounds here at TOSA Blue Mountain. This is indeed a sanctuary of ascended frequency.
Indeed. And you know, as Sri was talking about the books, I really do encourage you, please go to Amazon.com. English o Espanol, the books are available, and 100% of those books are a donation for Global Minga to help support all the projects of Global Minga. These books are 20 years of self-ascension, and even if you've been with us for all 20 years, you want to read these books, because the first time we've talked about and we're teaching the language code of the ascended realms. We are also talking about the planetary thought body. There is a lot of information that brings in all of the alchemical transformations, preparing consciousness, because this is that moment of consciousness. That's what's going to get us through. And Shri, we have some more sharings, or would we like to? Okay.
All righty. Good heavens. We got all kinds of stuff.
Exactly. So I thought we're going to take a minute and share with you again.
Okay. So Susan writes, I wanted to share that the miracle. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
You were at yesterday.
I was at yesterday.
Yeah, honey.
Okay, we have Angelite Therapy saying, thank you, Master Lady Kira Ra. This ensoulment was perfect for me today.
Thank you.
I love you and Shri so much and have so much gratitude.
Thank you, sweetheart. We love all of you, and we love you. And this is the Angela that did the transcription of yesterday's ensoulment, which is in the e-card already today as a PDF. You want to get it.
And as we were sharing about what these visions for 2023, Elizabeth writes, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do.
And love them. They know not what they do. Thank you for that beautiful gift.
And Mona shares, with sands, I see so much movement, rising from the sands of illusion to create and uncreate.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And speaking of that, Jamie's now out on what we call Lotus Way. And he's actually up on top of the yoga studio right now. We have a lovely little sitting area there, showing you a beautiful view of our valley in real time right now. Yeah, and the compadres. So Shri, let's go back to this. I want to share with everyone. Yeah, right now, right there. I want to give you guys just another quick preview of what is going on right now. So if you gaze at this diagram, you will see that this is the 2023 storm. This is the multidimensional expansion. And we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because I have this in with a full explanation. I have included it in, yours to start receiving this Wednesday, the 2023 Mastery Revelation Planner. And guys, I want you to know this year, this is the cover. This is the actual cover. It is 30 pages long this year because it's so much more than a calendar. That's actually just the last 12 pages. What this is the actual planner. It is the Ascension Renaissance energies. The What in Me invited this to be expansion. It includes the Mastery Sacred Sequencing up-level key dates for all the year, the 2023 energy flows, the Ascended numerology, plus a whole bunch about Mars going on this year. So you know why we're releasing Solaria, moon dates, the Mercury retrogrades, plus as a bonus, I have put in a 5-page special reference section on all of the predictions for the year ahead. And here's the gift about this beautiful mastery planner. Right now, we are inviting everyone to think holidays, people that you love. These books that just got out are really important. The Yoga of Self-Ascension and the Four Knowns. Together, this 2-volume set is $5.98 for both. And it's a 100% donation to the Global Minga Experience. But right now, if you look at our bundle packaging, and I have no idea where anybody can find that, somebody's going to have to put that in the comments, but we have some bundles available because you can get that planner free with as little as a 5-bundle package, meaning you buy 5 sets of the book and you can send those links to anybody you want.
Make them give them as gifts.
Right. And actually, I'm sorry, with the 5, they get the VIP. And so on December 13, mark your calendar. You're going to want to get that VIP invite to be at our private invitational authors roundtable. We are so excited. It will be a meeting format. We're going to be doing lots of amazing things, expanded teaching from the books. And in order to be there, in order to get your invitation, you just want to get one of these bundles and then share the love, because everybody that you give your link to gets a VIP invite as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very excited that now is the time. The Ascension Renaissance is here now.
Because of you now.
And consciousness only accepts that which it can embrace. And we are together embracing the expansion to command the light, to become that which we cannot even imagine, because the brain density is programmed by density.
And you are the conscious experience of your eternal nature with every breath of awareness. Breathe that in.
So one of the things I would like to share is a teaching that we brought forward some years ago, because it really answers the question, okay, how do I get there?
Exactly. And gives you that tool. So let's give you some tools, right, for right now.
So as you look at this pyramid of spiritual awakening, I want to just for all of us to get foundationalized in the value that is being shared here. That density consciousness is indeed the foundation, because this was what you took birth into. That density consciousness is the development of individuation, and it is the me focus. And of course, it's very much the ego focus. And then as people evolve, we grow and expand into an us focus. We're beginning to care for more than just the me. And we've called that layer of consciousness spiritual activism. And both of these layers, each one is more refined. However, they are working through a preoccupation with emotions and the external world. So how do we pop into the ascension awareness level where we're in the embrace of the all that is, where we're in the world but not of the world, where peace and spiritual joy become our radiant presence? Well, this happens when your consciousness is aligning with your authenticity instead of with your ego. And how do we make that transition? By really being present to gratitude. The cycle of giving and receiving and being grateful for both. Being grateful to be able to share, being grateful to be able to receive, is indeed kind of that momentum energy that helps the ego learn to trust the soul. When the ego surrenders to the unconditional love of the soul, it rides on the sidelines, and you can call it up when needed to deal with density. However, it's no longer commanding your experience. And that gives us the gateway to move into the ascended state of being, which then brings us to the bliss, the divine connection, the enlightenment, and the ability to command through the sea of neutrality.
In every way. I love that.
And so it is as simple as learning to be grateful, and it is as challenging as learning to use the practices that help interrupt the hypnosis that density brings forward into your consciousness.
Now, I want you to take in a breath and really bring your hand to your heart and just relax, because, as we're coming to the culmination of today's experience and blessing of being with you, as you're in the energy of the pyramid here, something that is really profound is to be in the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
And so imagine right now that you're in the pyramid with us, that you're laying down, you're gazing up, and this is what you would see. And just breathe and receive, and really give yourself the gift. And while this is a wonderful photo, it doesn't do it justice.
No.
Really, it doesn't.
No, the geometric patterns of this particular design have created an amplitude beyond any stone pyramid, beyond any other form of construction.
And even in this, you feel it.
Yeah, but we couldn't quite get to the very center to capture this.
And that's why we're building that second floor, right, guys?
So when we have the second floor completed, what's going to happen are two things. One, the resonance of the pyramid will be greater, and it's already fabulous. Pyramid is vibrating well over 600 in David Hawkins levels of consciousness, which is the emanation of peace.
Yes.
It's as if a divine master is just sitting in your backyard, loving you. Loving you.
It is.
Loving you.
There's also the divine master sitting in your heart.
In the front yard here.
Loving you. I love that bridge. You got to love that bridge. Well, from the center of the world, the center of our heart, to the center of your world and the center of your heart, may you remember that it begins with peace, love, and joy. Shanti, Bhakti, Ananda. The blessing of you in form is the gift that ignites the gateway for all. We love you so dearly and are so grateful. And with all our heart, we invite you, please go to Amazon.com anywhere in the world. These books are worldwide, right now only in English and Spanish, but they're worldwide at every single Amazon. Please send an announcement to everyone in your email list. Help us get this out there. These books are important. They're short. They're easy to read. They're fun. And we are so grateful that you are on this planet right now, because it matters.
So, beloved ones, take in a deep conscious breath and know the truth that I am as you are, and all is truly well.
Namaste.
Namaste.